Apologies, this was delayed, but at long last, the Kingdom Chapter 557 is here with the angry enemy fan that despair reviewer to do it. Although technically this chapter wasn't really that amazing for me, mostly because, well, despair was hanging on. As the Hessian unit gets pushed back by Gakuhe's rageful rant and the moral of the troops of killing Keisha. Oh man, I really do hope that guy will just go on and die. His screams are annoying. Then is reluctant to get into reinforcements that easy, but is also a bit pissed off the fact that the moral, even though that's the ninth day, they still have this much strength. And Gakue unit moves in as no the Gyokyu unit moves in. With that, Shin also brave force reinforced with. Who will take his head? No idea. We're then switched to the spare line as the Sao army at first seems to have trouble with the formation made by Akou, which is he was personally trained by Olsen himself, so it seems this armor is impenetrable. But then comes Banju, who reveals that there is a weakness in the joints that Riboku of course find out. As he pushes forward, he managed to break through the ranks, much to the surprise of everyone, including Akou. And Riboku reveals, although this is pretty different, but apparently the formation that Akou has, the very powerful defense, is made up out of two different soldiers of roles. I mean, soldiers of different roles. Scattered within them, there are hard shells with small groups of soldiers, which are in turn freely connected and supported by different soldiers who act as joints. And even though it looks like mess, it's well, this is actually pretty difficult to explain, but something like the joints are able to rapidly connect one shell to another, modifying the formation in a very precise manner, so it doesn't look that messy. That is the clear distinction between the roles that enable them to react so slowly. It's like supports of pillars or roads that link up the wall and prop themselves to add their strength to the shells. And the joints are able to absorb and disperse attack themselves to prevent the hard shell from cracking. And the reason why Banyaji is able to break through these defenses because he's targeting the mobile joints, taking out the supports, the ones who are moving, and by doing so the entire mess collapse, and therefore it will the link will do it. So yeah, I guess this is meant to imply that Osen and Akou, while having a very strong defense, also have a very tiny weakness that once it is exposed, well then it's game over. Akou immediately tries to, of course, change it very fastly, but then gets the Sao reinforcement with Gyoyon is here. This seems to be the end of Akou, which very likely is. Either way, the Hessian unit and the Gyokyu unit are heading towards to take Gakue's head, and I hope they do it. But even if they take his head, there's no guarantee they will win. After all, given to the fact that Riboku has once again pulled the chess master and all of it. It's very likely, though, that he's gonna overpower, you know, Akou here and killing him. The deadline for all this is, is heading towards stronger and stronger. So whatever happens next, well, anyone's guess. As I said before, I didn't really enjoy this chapter as much as I thought I would. Mostly because the despair is still hanging in the air, but it wasn't really that bad of a chapter. And I'm glad Kingdom came back. After all, even though I don't agree with many of the chapters I'm reading right now, I can agree that I am always looking forward to reading Kingdom every week, because I just want to know, how is this war going to end? You give me your thoughts if you have any.